everyone. How are you doing? Hello. Hope you're fine. Hope you're good. Welcome to Lawyers Info. It's a pleasure to create content on this platform. So today we're looking at things to consider when setting up a law firm. Are you um, keen on having a law firm? Do you want to start up yours? These are things you need to consider when starting up. Preparation is key when you want to have good success. The first thing you need to consider is, are you properly equipped in terms of knowledge to start up a law firm? Starting up a law firm means you're not a boss. It means more like you are the one to provide or create those legal solutions that your clients wants to have. So when you don't have the prerequisites in terms of knowledge, it's difficult for you to satisfy your clients when they come to you. So you must be equipped, you must have been trained. Don't just set out because you feel others are setting out. You want to start up yours, you want to be the principal partner. Don't be in a hurry for titles. Be sure you have the what it takes to start up. So when people rely on you, give you briefs to do and you mess it up, it doesn't speak well of what the profession should be. So starting up, you must ensure that you have all it takes to start up in terms of knowledge. You know what to do, how to go about it, and how to get results. Another thing you must consider is the finances. Starting up a law firm involves a lot of finances. Do you have the finances required? If you need to start saving, you might give it up to a year or 2 years, depending on what you're making, to be able to save up enough to set up. Setting up involves a lot of money. Getting an office space, equipping it, putting up the right things that are supposed to be there. These are things you need to consider. So before you set out, you must ask yourself, do I have the finances required to set out? So you may not have all or the whole world, but you need basic things. So you must have financing that must cover those basic things required in setting up a law firm. Another thing you need to consider is the books, the library. Research is key for a lawyer. You must have the basic books, the statutes, the legislations, the rules, the textbooks, the even the online law report. The law report is key. So there are lots of companies you can pay and subscribe to. They'll be bringing for you as they are printing. So this involves money. So you must have at least a library, something people you can walk in and do at least research. So some people have firms, but you see them trying to, every time they're going from one office to another, just to make research. Starting up, you need to start up well. As much as these days they say, well, people started with that and it's nothing, but you can start with something. Starting up with something involves you having wisdom to know, what am I supposed to have before I set out. So build your library. You can just give yourself a target every month. I must buy 3 books or I must buy 2, depending on the size of your pocket. So if you do this in 3 years, you may be able to buy the basic ones you need. You may not be able to have everything, but the basic ones, the laws, the lot of them, the basic ones you need. As you now thrive, as you grow, you cannot keep equipping your library to the standard you desire. Now, another thing you need to consider is the location of your office. Getting an office space or setting up a law office is beautiful, but you must consider the location of your office. Try and locate your office in a commercial thriving arena, in a commercial thriving place. Don't go and put up your firm in a place that people can access. Consider accessibility. Consider the motor. How is it motorable? Is it a place people can always call? Is it a place people can always locate you? Sometimes you see when people give you addresses and you wonder, where is this located? Getting those kind of places involve a lot of money, because the cost can be the same with a rural place or a place that is not commercial driven. So in getting locating your office, try and locating a place people can access and a place that is commercial driven or commercially alive. Because if it's not, people might not, you might not be able to, even see working clients. So, but when you're in a good place, it helps your practice as a starter. Now, but you see people that are already made, they can choose to even go to a residential place and people will still come because they already have that clientele base. But you can't use that to compare you who wants to start. So try and locate your office in a commercial thriving arena or area or environment is very important. Another thing you need to consider is the office setup. You see, many people, you can see someone who have a very big space or a very good office, but when you come in, you just like what is here. You don't, you're not, it's not somewhere you want to go again. You know, a lot of people have different mindsets, but if your office is well arranged, that's people, some, it can draw more clients to you. It can draw, even the client that's coming can keep coming. So try and have a good setup, the painting, the arrangement, the furniture, the you know, the way you arrange the office. It's not about the big space. You see some offices, they're not so big, but the way it is arranged, when you enter there, you know that these people know what they are doing and I want to come back. You know, when you enter someone's office, it speaks volume of the kind of person the person is. Is it a person that has taste? Is it a person that is carefree? So someone's appearance and someone's office speaks a volume of who they are. So try and have a cool ambience in your office. Create that beautiful ambience that people want to, that allow people to come again. So set up a good place. If you need to involve an interior decorator to come and give you don't know so much, but a very good atmosphere, beautify the place. And when people come in, they, wow, this is a law firm. And when you charge people and they say, ah, this one I've seen this morning. Because sometimes when you're coming from the place of poverty, when you're coming from the place of lack, and you charge some people, and the way you appear, everything about you, like this person has not even seen this money he or she's talking about. And I'm not even sure if I pay this money, the person will do my work. Maybe the person will take it to go and take care of him or herself. So you must project yourself in a good light. You know, sometimes impression matters, and let your impression your clients have about you be a lasting good impression. So another thing you have to consider is, in starting off, do I want to do a sole proprietorship thing or I do partnership? If it's a sole proprietorship thing, then do you want to have staff beyond this, having a staff, or lawyers that work for you, depending on your pocket, because you need to pay them salaries. Now, if you can afford it, beautiful. You can start out with one lawyer, with a clerical staff or a secretary. Then as time goes on, you can grow. Then if you can't afford having another lawyer who you can pay, you just have a secretary who understands administration. You put the person through what to do, how to receive process, how to manage the office, how to receive clients, you know, and all those things that how to keep proper accounting, do the bookkeeping, and all of that. Probably to take care of the office gadgets is very important. Now, if you want to do a partnership thing, now this is where, don't forget to have a partnership agreement or a partnership deed where the partners come together to look at how we're going to run this thing, how do we share the profit. Now, if it's going to be a partnership, three or four lawyers can come together, put funds together, and get an office space. And now in the agreement, they now set out how to recoup their funds and how to share the profit. So anything you're going to do with someone in terms of partnership, please have your agreement, put it together, understand each other and your roles. How do you bring in clients? What percentage do you take when you bring in clients? How do you share your profit? How, you know, how do people pay their staff and all of those? So these are things that will be considered in the partnership, depending on what you want to run. Now, another thing you have to consider when opening an office or setting up a law office is the issue of collaboration. You can't do this work all alone. Look for a mentor, look for someone who will be there for you. You run to whenever you have a problem, someone that will be guiding you, know, do it this way, do it like this, take this step, do this, take this course, do this, you know, go there. You know, there you need a mentor in this profession, someone that will hold your hand, someone that will pull you, that will teach you the basic. There are things you need to know on how to run a firm. So have a mentor, then you need to collaborate. You see, sometimes you see a lawyer might get a brief and you see senior lawyers leading him in that brief. You know, when you say go to court, sometimes you see senior lawyers, even not may not necessarily be a silk, but other very senior lawyer leading a junior lawyer. And maybe that's the brief of the junior lawyer. So you must be willing to collaborate with people who have gone ahead of you, you know, to come up to the place you want to be. You know, so you need to collaborate. Don't be weary to collaborate with seniors, you know, for matters, and you must be diligent. You know, starting up is not easy. There is no success that does not have a success story. So in building your own success story, don't be weary in working hard. Be diligent. Be in the office. Availability is another thing I want to talk about. Always be in the office. Sometimes people start up a firm, they are not there. They're just doing other things. When people come in, they don't see you. Be available. If you want to start up a firm, you must be available. That doesn't mean you'll be there 247. No, you must be there at least. If you're not doing anything, you should be in the office. People should know that when I go to the office, I will see the lawyer. Not like every time that lawyer is not around. Sometimes you can have you walk-in clients. Yes, you have working clients who will now become permanent clients. So you must be available. You want to start up a firm, you must be available. And don't be too in a hurry to outshine people that have been there 20 years ago. There's a process. There's room for growth and there's room for exponential growth, but you must take it one step at a time. Don't be weary if the output is what the output is not commensurate with the input. You're putting in a lot of energy, you're putting in a lot of work, but the financial output is not much. Don't be weary. Keep doing what you're doing. Expand the clientele. Reach out to your clients. Client management is another thing. You want to have a reputable firm, you want to grow your firm, you must know how to do client management. A lot of people have lost their client because of lack of proper client management, how to deal with clients, because many clients can come in with their different characters, how to relate with clients, how to put them through their matters, how to let them know the update of their matters, how to even appreciate them. These are things you need to learn to grow your they'll be doing referrals that you'll be wondering, like, seriously? Because when you make someone happy, the other person, any other time he sees someone who is in his or her shoes, so there's this lawyer who can, they will even sell you, they will even tell the other people so much that you'll be wondering, like, am I the one they're talking about like this? Do you understand? You have to be diligent. Any matter you're doing, do it well. Don't leave matters unattended because the client did not pay. If you want to charge well. In starting up a law firm, you must know how to charge your professional fees. You must know how to, if you want to do pro bono, fine. But if you want to charge, you charge well. So that because you're not running an office, you're paying salaries. There are a lot of things you need to do to keep the firm growing. So you must know how to charge. Not very important, you must know how to charge, know how to have a client or account and personal account. Don't mix these two up. A lot of people have had issues. Their name struck off because of the way they have handled clients' finances. So by the time you start up, have a client account. Train yourself to be disciplined, not to touch a client's money. Very important. And do things the right way, make proper accounts, do your job well. If there's a matter you're handling and for some reason you can no longer handle it, call the client and return back the file and return back the fees paid that you have not earned. There are fees earned and ones not earned. So do things very diligently. Very another thing as a starter, do a proper complimentary card. Very important. Your letter-headed paper, your envelopes, your file jacket. Sometimes when you go to court and see some people's file jacket, like, I love that. But people don't pay attention to these things. They are little things, but they're very important. Package your office well, package your presentation well, package when people see anything that comes out of your office, let it be with a touch of glamour, let it be with some class, have some, that alluring beauty. That people like, wow, this is beautiful. And as a starter, I thought that I told you the road might not really be easy, but be severe. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Beyond even knowing the law, you must read how to manage business. Take your law practice as a business, manage it as a business, give it that businessman mindset. Go there early. Don't, because it's now you are not the owner, your boss. You go in the office by in the afternoon. You just do it as you want. Use the businessman mindset. Read books on business management. Read books on how to manage a business. Read books on how to make profit. Yes, read books that are even beyond law to equip you, because you're not more even doing the practice of law, you're also doing business management. Take your practice as a business and grow it. Expand your knowledge, partake in what you are doing, collaborate. Let people even know what you do. Sometimes people are doing so much that people don't around they don't even know they have a law office. Let people around you know you have a law firm. You've started. Let people know what you're doing. Don't be ashamed to tell people what you do. But let it be within the confines of the RPC. Very important. Yeah. So I think you've been able to learn one or two things in starting up a law firm, what to consider. It's a huge tax, and in doing it, you must be well prepared to get it right so that you can get the maximum result you desire. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. Yes, consider subscribing. And for you whose desire is to start up a law firm, I just hope you will be able to learn few things from what we have said today and put it to work. And I am very sure that in no sooner than no sooner time than you can even imagine, You so much excel that people be wondering, it's not this person that started. You've had success out of people 5 years in the line, they are bigger than big law firms. Put your mind to it, pray about it, work hard, and you know what? You will look back and say, wow, is this my office? Is this me? Because how far you have grown would have what amazed a lot of people. Do take care of yourself. We believe in excellence, and I know you will succeed. Bye for now.